Yes, I give thanks. Thanks for tuning in again. Welcome to Crystal Delphia. This is Chief Black Sun. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about activating the mystical self with the Dalmatian Jasper. See? Yes, the stone of the day is Dalmatian Jasper. You already know. I had to let you guys listen to the singing bowl for a second to align yourself and get rid of some negative thought forms. See? Now, it's key to really understand what I'm explaining to you in this reasoning session. And it's very simple. You know, a lot of times people make things extremely deep and esoteric. And trust me, we can go deep into the esoteric realm. But, you know, what I'm going to explain to you, it's not that deep, people. Dalmatian Jasper is a stone that helps one activate the inner child within themselves. Seen? Excuse me. And to make it simple for you guys, activating your inner child is how you activate your mystical self. You must go back to being a child again. See? Now, words of Jehudi, or who they call Thoth, look out into the world with the eyes of a child, but make decisions like a man. Excuse me. See? You can look out into the world with the eyes of a man and make decisions like a child. So when you look out into the world with the eyes of a child, your third eye is open. Children's third eye are open. And unconsciously, you know, not meaning any harm, but adults play a major role in closing the third eye of the child by sending them off to the brainwash academy and the brainwash institutions and the brainwash education system, see, or educational system, or miseducational system. So we don't mean any harm. We all have been miseducated, as Lauryn Hill said. I have been too. And, you know, I'm still in the process of re-educating I and I self. And getting rid of all of the lies that I've been taught out of my head. See? Because the more you dig for the truth, the more you realize that everything that you have been told is a lie, mixed with some universal truths. Let's give them a bunch of lies and mix it with some universal truths, you know. Give us some universal law in between all of that. You know what I mean? But anyway, here we go. You have to become a child again, because in order to activate your mystical self, you have to learn how to visualize and use your imagination. And you did that the best when you were a child. When you were a child, your imagination was way more vivid and way more detailed and way more, I would say, fun. than it is now. You know, when you become of age and you have responsibilities, you know, then you start to lean more towards that reptilian brain again. Seeing. But anyway, to make a long story short, guys, this is no deep reasoning session. But sometimes the things that aren't deep are the most profound. You know, Dalmatian Jasper is a protective stone, and it helps you protect yourself against your emotions. See, we know that we're being attacked by frequencies. We know that we're being attacked by extra low frequencies. We know that we're being attacked by all types of unseen waves in the air from the electronics and all of these things around us. But not only are we being attacked by all of those other disagreeable energies, we are attacking ourselves with our emotions. And the emotions that you store upon your aura field, or you keep trapped in your emotional body, they begin to break through the aura field and break through into your physical body. And then these emotions start to manifest as dis-ease. Now, I know a lot of people didn't explain that to you, coming from the alternative health community. Now, when you're dealing with cause and effect, you know, if you want to know the emotional cause behind your dis-ease or your pain or whatever the case may be, like, I'm gonna give you an example. They say neck pain comes from anger. Lower back pain comes from stressing, worrying, having doubt, and stressing about finances. You know, so there is a emotional connection to pain and suffering and disease. So trauma, for one, we all have been traumatized, and some people have been way more traumatized than others. But, you know, everybody's dealing with some type of trauma from this life or even past life trauma or ancestral trauma. See? So, excuse me. These emotions are stored upon our aura field, and they actually draw to you things that you don't want to be drawn to you. We must eradicate these toxic emotions and toxic thought forms from our aura field. See, we must go back to being a child again. But first, you know, you have to stop thinking like an adult for a little bit. And I hate to get Walt Disney on you guys. With all of the exposure going on with Walt Disney at this time. You know what I mean? But, you know, remember that, though. Remember when you did had that type of mind state where, you know, do you believe in magic? You know what I mean? And when you were a child, you were doing magic. You know, a child can turn anything into anything. You could turn a stick into a machine gun. You know what I mean? You could turn that same stick into a fishing pole with your imagination. See? So, and some mystics say that certain spirits are like children. You know what I mean? All the wisdom in the world, but they're children. Or childlike. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Now, uh, even when you look at animals, in their youth, they tussle around and they, brothers and sisters, and they fight just like, you see, young boys fight each other, siblings fight each other, they're not really fighting, but, they tussling around, so you watch cats, kittens, and puppies, and, they have a childlike nature. And even when they get to a certain level in adulthood, you can still see that, animals have a childlike nature more than an adult-like nature. And mind you, a lot of animals can see into other dimensions. They can see other spectrums of light and color that we can't see. So they, what they call the sixth sense, which we all have, animals are very in tune with that sixth sense, seen, by having a childlike nature. So, here's the key. One is joy, and I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna confess that one of my issues with making things manifest is joy, because of my emotions, and holding on to past emotions, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm human. It's people that yeah, when I see them I want to punch them in the face. But all of those things are emotional baggage, and it still lingers on your aura, and it haunts you in your dreams in different forms. Seen. So is hard to do but easy to say. But you gotta let these things go. Flap your wings. Take a deep breath and let them go. Activate the inner child. Activate that childlike self, but still be mature with your decision making. I'm not saying walk around being immature, throwing snowballs at people. But if it brings you joy to throw a snowball at somebody, then go ahead. You know what I mean? It might, you might have needed to do that for 10 years. Like, that was it. All you needed to do was just pick up a snowball and just launch it at somebody. If that's what you need to do to get some things detached from your emotional body or whatever aspect of your subtle body, then, go ahead and do that. If you need to jump on your bed a little bit like you did when you was a young boy, just jump on the bed. Do something, your mom told you not to eat out that damn pot. Put it on the plate. Don't eat out the pot. If you gotta go eat out the pot, whatever you gotta do to tap into that mystical childlike self. If you gotta go back and down memory lane, look at some old photos, whatever the case, everybody has their own method, and some people don't even need to do that. They're already in tune. I'm just showing you that what you need to be more in tune with and have more confidence in that. Seen, as adults, and the left brain, the logical mind, kicks in, and we need, sometimes the logical mind can get in the way of mystical thought. Even though we must use logic, I'm not saying cast away your left brain. What I'm saying is, of course, the same message all the time, the middle path. But anyway, children don't have the sense of logic as adults. I remember a time where I couldn't even grasp the concept of money all the way. So, I see, adults putting stuff in the cart. I'm like, all right. I'm grabbing stuff and I'm putting it in the cart. Like, that's what they doing. That's what I'm doing. Like, and they like, no. We have to pay for this. I'm like, pay? What the hell is that? Like, I don't understand this. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm trying to, and you know what? Maybe I can't even say the children, they have a different type of logic, because I remember me trying to logically think about that. Like, why are we paying for stuff? Like, you know what I mean? I remember that. So, I'm not going to say children don't have logic. The children's logic is based off of, something more pure. You know what I mean? Like, why do we, what is the point of all of this stuff? Like, you know what I mean? Children look at adults like they don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, you don't see what's going on? Adults are slow, you know? And as an adult, I can tell you that this is true, Adults have no clue what's going on, It's only the children that's trying to figure out the reality that they live in. Once we get hit with responsibilities, there's no more quest, there's no more journey, there's no more adventure to find, what's behind the curtain, or the mysteries to why we're here, and all of these other great things. Because children are extremely inquisitive to know all about everything. That's why they ask 1,000 questions. And then we become of a certain age, and there's no more questions. It's just about, nigga, you gotta get that money. We got bills to pay, dog. We got time to ask questions about fucking reality. I got fucking pay this bill, that bill, this bill, and that becomes the reality of the average person. It's like, who cares? Like, dog, who the fuck cares about all that? Like, I gotta pay some bills. So we become stuck in that reptilian brain for life. Bang. Until we end up in a casket. Seeing all this vanity and vexation of the spirit, you already know. But Dalmatian Jasper is also a stone to help you tap into the animal spirits as well, for those mystics who like to deal with animal spirits. It will help you communicate more with the animals. I'm not saying you put the stone in your pocket and you become Dr. Doolittle overnight. That would freak you out, you know what I mean? The squirrel on your window pane start talking to you. You probably like, I'm never dealing with this gemstone again. But for those who third eye might be open enough, that might happen. It depends on what level you're on. You know what I'm saying? But, Dalmatian Jasper is, good for people who work with animals, like dog whisperers. You know what I'm saying? What's a dog whisperer? Do you be like, hey dog, psst, 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 let me talk to you, man. I can't talk too loud, but I'm a motherfucking dog whisperer. Anyway, I just had to make you guys laugh. I figured if I could just try to make you guys laugh, that'd even activate the inner child in you. You know what I'm saying? The world is crazy, y'all. So we gotta bring some joy to it. I'm not saying forget your responsibilities and just have fun. But sometimes you need to have a little bit of fun. And if you ain't having no fun, this might not seem like no fun to you. Oh, so you telling me I'm gonna have fun by rubbing on a stone? Well, yeah. Let me tell you, Dalmatian Jasper is a stone to bring you joy and to help you get rid of those disagreeable thought forms and thought patterns in your mind. And it's a protective stone. Like I said, it helps you protect yourself from you, not just things outside of yourself, to help you govern your mind a little bit more. If you don't govern your mind, something else will govern it. If you don't harness the forces, then you'll be harnessed by the force. So Give thanks, man. Gratitude. Now, when they talk about the law of attraction, for all of those law of attraction nights, law of attraction that became a religion too now, like, you know what I'm saying? The universe. Okay, does the universe has a name too? You know what? Anyway, I'm just playing around, man. Frankly, Beverly and Mays, they say, these are happy feelings, and I spread them all over the world, from deep in my soul. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Anyway, yo, you got to get you some Dalmatian Jasper. You know what I mean? And whatever makes you happy. You know what I mean? Rubbing on the stone while simultaneously doing other things that make you happy amplifies the happiness. See? So, you know, happiness is the key to manifestation. And how the law of attraction has been used against us is that there is an environment that's created strategically to make people emotionally unhappy. You know what I mean? It's a project that they worked on. That's why they call it the projects. The hood, the slums. You know what I mean? And now, in today's times, you know, the rich and the poor are starting to cry. Bob Marley said, you know, the cost of living gets so high, the rich and the poor, they start to cry. Now the weak must get strong. They say, oh, what a tribulation. See? So, no, excuse me. Now, so even the rich people are crying just as much as the poor. See? At this time, because of this Federal Reserve fuckery that's going on. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. The belly full but we hungry. A hungry mob is an angry mob. See? A hungry man is an angry man. You dig me? Well, at least that's what Bob said. So they create an environment intentionally to have you unhappy. And just talking about all the methods that they have to create this environment for you to be unhappy will just make you more unhappy. So we're not going to get into that. We're just going to say, you know, joy comes within. You know what I mean? To find that inner joy or to find that state of Buddhahood in the midst of the slums makes you even more of a master than someone who found joy sitting by a stream or a waterfall meditating somewhere in Tibet or something. See? You know, to reach these stages of enlightenment and to find inner peace, like they said in Kung Fu Panda, and to find that inner joy, you know what I mean, is hard. But that is the key to manifestation. You know, so even for I and I self, you know, I'm speaking to myself, and I have to remind myself to have more joy and to be more happy. See? So, when you start to feel that joy, the easier it is for you to manifest your desires. And the more you tap into your childlike self, the more your third eye will become open again. And you will be able to see things, feel things, and make things manifest by using your mystical mind. You already know. So, one love, one God, one aim, one destiny. See?